Hi, this is Cynthia. This video is intended for the new gardener at GreerDucky. I'm just going to go over a few things that I think might be helpful. So here we're in the corner over here. I think this is like the southwest corner in the front. So this is going to be the front garden. This excuse me, beautiful coyote bush was actually planted by a bird right next to the two here that were actually planted by a person, and it's kind of incredible that they were planted like this. Aggie Kehoe did the initial pruning and I've kept it up. I think it looks really nice. There's two females and a male here, and they're just, I think, the greatest plant ever. So habitat friendly. I was trimming them back. Didn't quite finish. I hope to finish, but if I don't, it's kind of obvious what to do. By the way, it's great to have this fire hydrant because no one can park in front of the house, which means there's always a good view of the garden. Right here, this is all California fuchsia. You know, it's cut way back now, but here's this big piece. This it's just gorgeous in the summer and the fall, you know, just until maybe a month or 6 weeks ago. I cut it all back, almost all of it. And the hummingbirds absolutely love it. And one thing I want to point out, you see that sort of dead mallow over there? The hummingbirds love to sit on that. It's a great perch for them, so I hope that it will be kept. Okay, going along here, Bee's Bliss. I mean, most of the plants have labels. There's a complete plant list. Not totally complete, mostly complete, in the Going Native Garden Tour web page for GreerDucky. Again, just, you know, these things aren't dead. If you're the native plant gardener, you know that. This is the California fuchsia, and it's just incredible in when it flowers in the fall. It's just really huge. There's a little piece I haven't trimmed back yet. I meant to do that. Maybe I will get around to it. I'm leaving these pots here because these serve as really great hose guards. Hey, hi. So just going along here, there's a lot of tansy leaf phacelia coming up. Of poppies. Some of these poppies are actually from last year. The big ones. This is going to be a great poppy season. This middle part was designed by Earthscape and planted by Earthscape, and it had cardboard put down first and mulch and all that stuff. Here's another guide. There's a coyote mint right there. Going around here, this is Berkeleys Edge. It doesn't look too good. This is a wonderful, rather odd, excuse me, buckwheat, rosy buckwheat. I think that's what it is. It has these little flowers that they don't actually have any stems. It used to be absolutely beautiful, but somehow it got hollowed out in the last year. Maybe it didn't like the summer. One of my neighbors is here. I'm doing a video. Yeah, I know. From the next gardener. Oh, yeah, because someone's going to take over because I'm moving tomorrow. Oh, you are? Yeah. Well, but the garden should be really good. I saw you have so many. I know. I had a lot of stuff. But keep going by. The flowers are going to be really pretty. The wildflowers are going to start blooming soon. You said be all poppies and wildflowers. Well, they might have just get rid of it. Okay, I got to finish my video. Nice to see you. Probably the last time. Take good care. Thank you. The neighbors love the garden. This is a coyote. A Manzanita. It's, you know, these are very slow growing, these Manzanitas, but I think it's really a beautiful one, and Aggie trimmed it really well. I don't need to tell you everything. You'll know everything. I'm just trying to give you some of the highlights. Originally, there was 3 Bee's Bliss put in here. All 3 of them died, and then they put in 3 more, and these 2 are still here. The other one that was over here died, and this is kind of dying back, so maybe it needs some pruning or something. Another, there was quite a few of these golden asters. There's just the one left. There's a ceanothus back here. This thing has not thrived. There was another one here that did really great, and then 1 month it just died. I don't know why it's not happy. I know this is like probably the worst video you've ever seen, but I didn't have a lot of time to make it good. There are a lot of sages in this garden. Here we have this, well, you can read the labels. I don't need to tell you. Darrow's Choice sage, and this is black sage. And again, these pots are here as hose guards. I mean, these aren't natives, and you know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to take out these non-natives and put in natives. This is some real nice stepping stones that I got. I did all the hardscape here. Well, my brother did it. Some wonderful Manzanitas. Well, you know that. This is Cliff Buckwheat. And now here's that mallow that I told you. That these are all babies from the original one, which is in the middle, and it died a while ago, quite a while ago. These are all babies. But this is just what the hummingbirds love to sit on. I'm actually digging up a few of these mallow seedlings to take with me. There's just such a great plant. And these Buckeyes are popping up everywhere because there was, my neighbor has a Buckeye tree around the corner, and I raised like 100 Buckeyes, and the squirrels took quite a few of them. Here's the cowdy bush, needs to be trimmed back. Okay. So now this we've trimmed way back because, you know, it'll come all the way to the fence. I mean, it'd take over the yard. It's just the most gorgeous thing. You know, it doesn't look that great in the winter, but it's really wonderful in the summer. Well, you know this. These toyans have not thrived. There's 2 of them. I don't know why not. They're alive, but sort of, barely. Okay. Now, there's been a lot of wildflowers in the past year. There definitely are some poppies. Oh, see, here's another Buckeye. You know, these things just pop up everywhere. Might be smart to actually get rid of the toyan and just keep the Buckeye. These are rat traps. I don't put in by the rat person. There's 2 volunteer oaks. I think this one could actually be really good, or maybe this one over here. It'd be nice to have an oak tree here in 50 years. This here was what I call a lizard house, and this mallow over here used to cover the whole back fence. This mallow. This is the Santa Lucia Bushmellow, but you know, it died back. I kept cutting it back, and that's all that's left. This Fremontodendron is pretty unique. It's kind of like a mini version. It's been here, I don't know, 6, 7 years. It never gets any bigger. It has gorgeous flowers. I'm extremely allergic to this, so I don't go near it. But it's not common anymore. Okay, so now here we have this mallow. This mallow has come all the way over this whole patio, and you know, I mean, it would take over the house. It's a wonderful bush. It loves to be trimmed back. And this is the Fremont's Bushmellow. It's already blooming. In fact, it blooms almost all the time. In the spring, it's spectacular, and then it blooms again in the fall, and you know, it's already starting. It's an amazing, amazing plant. These are the Berkeleys Edges, which we know aren't actually native plants, but I don't know if they can, you know, they don't look that good. Oh, I planted these, I think these are pestamons. I planted these pestamons. They don't have water, so I hand watered them. Actually, the water is off because it broke in a few places. Here, for sure, it broke. And then I just hand watered stuff because that was part of, you know, having this as a hobby. Oh, these sages kind of growing together look really nice. Let's see, here's another Buckeye. I'll tell you, they're everywhere. This white sage doesn't look like much now, but boy, in the spring, you know, it sends out those beautiful stalks. They come all the way to the path, and I like to leave them up all through the fall. Even when they're brown, they're so pretty. These were planted before I even moved in. They're 10 years. For 10 years, they've come up reliably. They're not native, of course. These are daffodils. This is the Matilia poppy. This in the past has been absolutely enormous, gorgeous, never spreads, well, except in this little area, and it had, you know, hundreds of flowers. I don't think it likes the walnut tree. That doesn't like the shade, so it might be good to cut off that more limbs. So this walnut tree obviously used to be bigger, but it was rotten through the core, so it got cut down, and then I had a limb keep going because it was wonderful when it was big. It shaded the house, but not the garden. It was like the perfect spot. I mean, perfect spot for a gardener. Obviously, it's way too close to the garage. These, what is this? I don't know, azalea or something. This is from before I moved in. And even though the puppy completely covers it, it survives every year. These obviously were from before, and they should go. You know, these juniper thingies. Okay, a little bit more here. This is going to be a wonderful patch of Fuchsia tansiflora, leaf Fuchsia. It's the bumblebees love it. I mean, there will be 1,000 bumblebees. It's just a great. It reseeds itself. These there's 3 different buckwheats here. I planted them too close to the sidewalk, so I keep trimming them back. There's actually 3 different ones. There's that one, I think that's Rosie. Then there's this one, which is the St. Catherine's lace, and then there's this little tiny conejo down here. There's a bunch of weeds here. It's really kind of annoying. This, especially in the parts where I didn't put down cardboard, like here. The weeds, I just hand weeded every year, and I would hire someone from the Day Worker Center in Mountain View. Those guys are really good and fast. Oh, I forgot to mention, there's 2 places for milkweed, and last year I had about 20 monarch caterpillars here and over and back by the mountain mahogany over in that back corner. I'm not going to go back over there. You know, of course they die way back, so you don't even see them, but it was just spectacular, the huge caterpillars. I don't know if they ever turned into butterflies, but that was really exciting.